Booyah Kasha. What's up, dude?
Just eating some dinner. Got to move my Tupperwares out.
If I say this with peace and love, if you still think for any reason in 2023 that no, sorry, take two. If you still think in 2025 any of the vaccines are viable or weren't a scam, at this point it's like I don't even care. You're just a complete fucking idiot. You are I don't know what you're doing. I don't know
Certified.
yeah. It's crazy. I listened to Joe Rogan's podcast with the lady who wrote Dissolving Illusions, and it's basically I only listened to the first 30 minutes, and she basically went over all this shit, not in detail, but all the stuff that I've gone over on this podcast a fucking million times. But there were some things that I heard on there that I forgotten when I read the book Moth in the Iron Lung. I had forgotten one of the scams that they had pulled with polio is that they kept moving the goal line. So before you could get diagnosed with polio in 24 hours, and then they switched the diagnosis to you needed to be seen, and then 30 days later you needed to be seen again before they gave you the diagnosis. And just with that one change, polio diagnosis has dropped by more than 50%. And do you remember when they did that with COVID too? They kept changing the requirements for the, and I'm like, you don't need anything else than that.
Remember, it was like the amount of affected people based on the job, like if the businesses were going to open shit.
You don't need if they move the goal line on the diagnosis and they're still comparing the stats. Like, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with your logic that you can't see that's enough for you to be like, okay, I got to put the brakes on everything. Like just absolutely everything. And hey, dude, it's all of them. I've been telling you guys it for fucking years. I wish I can't even believe fucking 70% of the people in the country fucking took the COVID vaccine.
3 times, some of them.
Fuck, I have family that still takes it. That's probably on their 10th booster.
Yeah, I want to believe like them, you know?
If you are a young woman or a young man who did that, and even if you don't believe me, if for some reason, but if you've taken any vaccines, you should seriously look into protocols of getting cleanses and just working on it and mitigating that shit. It's a shit show. It is a shit show. So isn't it amazing too? Now we know, we got Sarah Sigmund's daughter with autoimmune disease. We got the Masters athlete that had the blood clot. We got Emily Rolfe. We got 3 people who either worked at HQ who are young men. If you're a young man, if you're between 20 and 50, or you're a young woman, fucking A. All right, that's it. Yeah, blood clot. I mean, just telling you the truth. Click away if you want. I'm just telling you the truth. Or chalk it up to just I'm crazy and stay for the Dave Castro talk. It's up to you. It's great. Someone in the comments the other day was like, have you noticed how there's that woman said at least 12 things that were wrong? Like, hey, dude, don't worry about the shit she said that was wrong. Don't worry about the shit she said that was wrong on Rogan. There's enough there. She dropped 1,000 facts. There's enough there for you to be like, okay, it was fucked up.
She's 50% wrong. You would still want to maybe keep your eye on that ball, huh?
Dude.
Not only 12 things. Well, she said 1994 and it was actually 1996.
Right. Exactly.
But the worst part of the information is still true. Well, yeah, but the timeline was messed up. So,
Sevon, this is a sports show. Can't you keep all that stuff out of here? Dude. There's shit out there that's fucking killing people and killing people's babies, and it's mandatory for everyone in society, and it's fucking relevant for every single one of you. That's all I'm saying. No, I can't keep it out of this show.
If it's truly the CrossFit show, it should never be out of the show.
Well, that too. Thank you. How about today? We had a famous tranny on.
Yeah, that call was crazy.
Yeah. Mad respect for Joe Ellis. I did watch Joe Ellis's interview with CNN. And it would be cool to have Joe back on and talk about, he said some things on there that I was like, let's hash it out. I need more trainings to talk to. Great
but the
dude.
You at least, it feels like you're not really coming in with an agenda to that conversation. Were you though? Like, is it hard not to have an agenda? Like,
I mean, the two things I'm curious about, the main thing I was really curious about is, I think that the goal in life, like you reach a point in life, I don't know when it is, but that you realize the only way to get to happiness is self-acceptance.
Mhm.
And self-acceptance means when you don't blame other people. There's no victim shit no matter what. Well, they fucking beat my husband. Well, they enslaved my ancestors. Well, I got my, the doctor gave me a vaccine. Like at some point, you're just like, it's complete accountability. There's nothing in the exterior world that's going to make you happy. No set of tits, no Ferrari, no amount of money. It doesn't mean you still can't chase those things.
Right.
But like and I think that that's true. I think that's a universal truth. And so that was the one thing I kind of wanted to pursue, the courage to be disliked.
I just started this. I'm listening to it, and it explains, like, it breaks it down as a conversation between a young man and a philosopher about everything you just said.
Yeah, and I to be honest with you, I think
cool.
that's what Jesus' message is also, but that's me. And I mean, I was glad that Joe didn't chop his dick off. The dick's so fun.
It could get you into some trouble sometimes.
Yeah. I did respect his thing though about how it's kind of annoying. I do remember my sophomore year in high school just driving me fucking nuts in class. But I still enjoyed it. I never thought about parting with, but it's good for me to have it would be great for me to have a tranny friend. Also I saw this today. Did you see that in the chat? I dropped that video clip. And I said, hey, you guys should watch this video at minute
22. Maybe I did. I don't think I saw the clip though.
I don't think any of the guys will watch it, but whatever. At 12:30. This is fucking insane, dude. This is
I don't know if I can beat this guy.
This is fucking insane.
Probably 100.
This is the world's strongest rock climber, the guy in the purple. Okay, watch this shit. This shit is fucking nuts, dude.
That's another one that's very popular online.
Yeah.
So I can do over my body weight on it.
Strict curl. Wow. Yeah. So how much weight is on this?
This is with the.
He can strict curl his body weight. But watch this.
But with the implement and all that stuff, it's probably 120 kilos. So this is a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Like
120 kilos.
Yeah. So yeah.
And like for me, 90 kilos felt, or it was close to 100, but it felt impossible.
He's gonna deadlift 120 kilos
with his fingertips, like
pinch grip.
Oh.
Come on, man. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was
God. That was
hard. Yeah.
I didn't think you were gonna do it, but you did it. Yeah. Is that?
But wait, that's 264 pounds. He pinch gripped that.
Damn.
Clock. Good evening. World class grip. Yeah. Wait, but there's more. Wait, this is the best part right here.
Personal best, or
I don't remember.
You don't remember? That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I just need to pause the video right there to explain how crazy that really was. So this was 121 kilos. His previous world record was 115. So he smashed his own world record. And this is not only a new world record for him and his weight category, but also for 2 categories above him. And he did this.
This motherfucker, a YouTuber, came to his house and he deadlifted 264 in a pinch grip.
That's insane.
There's this thing called a rolling thunder, and this dude's like the only dude in the world who can do 1-arm pull-ups on it, and he does 3. I mean, it's he does 1. You know that thing that Greg has at his bar, that rolling pull-up bar? He does 1-arm pull-ups on that thing,
and that thing smokes your forearms.
Yeah, it's
he's been rock climbing all his life and stuff.
I don't remember.
It's like, how do you develop that grip?
But dude, there's this rock climbing. You know those, you can buy the different ledges that you can hang your fingertips on. Yep. He had a custom one made for him that's as thin as a credit card. and they show him hang on it, dude.
How? What the fuck? He's
I
like
know
real
they
life
can't explain it in the
Spider-Man?
video. Yeah, they can't explain it in the video. Yelana, what's
Oh
up?
shit.
Do you know whenever I read Yelana's comments, I always think she's a black woman. Do you think that?
Yeah, I could think that.
But have you ever thought that?
No, not
Oh.
until you said it, but
Oh.
I could see why you would think that.
Yeah, with that name Yelana, right?
Yelana. Yeah.
Maybe a Russian woman.
Could be a Russian, like Eastern European.
Yeah. Yelana, bring me the boiled potatoes.
It's actually a white girl from Kansas.
We can review a Magnus video in review. Don't need to watch either now. There you go. All right.
Fair enough.
Racist with a Y. Oh, that's nice. It's a very nice spelling. Okay. Dave Castro, our fearless leader. Who did you see the clip? Brian Friend clip. Brian's not covering the games because of Dave Castro. Did you see that?
I did. Yeah, that was funny. It was a long conversation that him and Patrick Clark had, so we should respect that.
Oh, it was. Are you being facetious or?
Yeah, it was just funny. They did the cool thing, and then when they realized, oh shit, we still want to talk about the CrossFit Games, and it's really relevant. We don't want to leave it behind. They just went the other way. Like you knew that was going to happen. They don't actually have opinions. They have populist point of views that they sway with. How many times were we fucking persona non grata, and it was that, then it was back, and then it was not, then it was back, and it's like, fuck it.
I have to show this clip. I really have been trying to avoid talking about him, like, you know, just because like the whole thing, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah.
But dude, I probably need to just sug on these nuts, sug on these nuts, sug on these nuts, sug on these nuts. Said I thought Brian wasn't covering the CrossFit Games season. Who's the girl? Do we know?
I don't know. I'm not familiar with her. I haven't seen her before.
Is Brian putting it to her?
No comment. I don't know.
Be friendly, guys. Okay, yeah, I'll try. I'm not gonna try. Listen, here's the thing. You guys know me. I mean, I'm a good dude. Can piss in my yard. Can drink my whiskey.
Drink whiskey?
No.
Okay.
But like you can't slam my boy Dave. You just can't. It's just war after that. Like anyone knows any questions, like, hey, why is someone such a dick to that person? It's just war after that. Sevon, don't be a pussy.
Don't let her egg you on. Don't let her egg you on.
How about sending me a tit shot in my DMs? Was that too much?
That was a bit aggressive, but you know, we're free here on this show.
Don't be a pussy.
Yeah, you went the other way there. Show me your tits. I can't hear it.
Oh, you can't hear it?
No.
Son of a bitch. Okay, let me see. So I'm going to do stop share screen. I'm going to do share screen again. I'm going to go entire screen.
Click the audio button.
To share audio, share a tab instead. You fucking dipshit. This isn't a tab. This is a QuickTime file. Oh, how about window? To share audio, share a tab instead.
Do you want to load it as its own clip? If you just save it on your desktop, change it to an MP4, you could load it in the side.
I mean, it is. It's. I opened it in QuickTime. Oh. You're good.
Yeah.
You're
Little workaround.
You're good. Is that how you do it?
Yeah. And it's funny because you actually taught me the MP4 thing, which made it wildly more convenient than it was before.
Yeah, you don't even. How ridiculous is that? You don't even need an converter to change the file.
Yeah.
You just change the suffix of the file.
I felt like I've been hopping a 10-foot fence with barbed wire every time, and then you were like, "Hey, bro, do you just want to use the door?" I was like, "Fuck."
Hey, it makes you think computers are just a scam when you find shit out like that.
Yeah. I paid $12.99 a month for that shit.
Yeah, for a converter. MP4, that's what I changed it to?
Yeah,
Are you sure you want to make that an MP4? Yeah, I do.
they always freak me out.
All right.
I get so much anxiety from computer questions.
And then I just hit the plus button.
Yeah.
Add clip. Screen record, MP4. Oh, you almost dodged a bullet here, Big B. Big B.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Did I screw him over?
No.
Okay.
You almost dodged a bullet here.
My bad.
The thing is, I don't think we can be on the screen now when I play it.
We can't. You're right.
I think that chick might be hot.
I fucked that up.
Hey, Peanut. I thought Brian wasn't covering the game season. Yeah, I mean, I did. I probably said something very similarly to that more than one occasion, and this was a difficult conversation that I had with Patrick. But what I look at here is trying to separate what we're doing as Be Friendly Fitness and what CrossFit is doing, which is something that I don't agree with. So just to be super clear, I don't agree with the company that's supporting Dave Castro's continued involvement in the sport. And so I won't be personally attending any competitions that are directly related with him being involved. And it's why I didn't pay to sign up for the Open this year. But this is not about Dave Castro. This is not about the CrossFit, the company of CrossFit for me. This is about the athletes. And this is an incredible group of athletes. Rich and the guys at Mayhem have made a return to the competition scene.
How's that Coca-Cola?
LaCroix.
Oh, you put a LaCroix wrapper on your Coke. Nice.
Yeah. No, I don't drink. I don't like Coke at all.
It's disgusting, right?
I just don't. Yeah, I never liked it.
Love a Diet Coke. Okay. So I think what Brian is saying, we don't know because none of these fucking jugheads say fucking anything. I think what he is saying is at one point during the CrossFit Games, after Lazar Jukic passed away and died in the water, he had some sort of event. The rescue team wasn't able to get him for 40 minutes. He was underwater for 40 minutes or an hour and 40 minutes. I don't know. And when they finally got him, of course, he was dead. And I think Lazar's brother was he was not competing. Was he competing?
Yeah.
No, he was competing. Luca, his brother, was competing. Of course, Luca was fucking devastated. And they asked Luca, hey, what do you want to do? Do you think, how do you feel about the games going on? And Luca said, I don't care. It's not something I can think about, something along those lines. And then Dave told the athletes, okay, we have the blessing from Luca to continue with the games. And I think that's my best guess. I think Ariel Lowen and Danny Spiegel and maybe two other girls heard that this discrepancy, got pissed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so then Brian's pissed. And so he can't be a part of a company of a guy who converted. He doesn't care what happens, and calling it Luca gave it his blessing. I think that's what happened, but no one will fucking talk about it because, I mean, Brian, like if Brian walked in the room, all you would smell was cunt. And so, but we'll keep saying his name. What a great opportunity to say Lazar's name. Remember how he said he would never stop saying it and he would never forget it? What a great time to throw it in there. Right?
Yeah.
Hey, they fuck my, listen, I'm telling you, you fuck with my boy Dave and I will fuck you in your ass from here to kingdom come. So why doesn't Brian just say, and then you can decide whether you fucking like me or not for that or not. Why doesn't Brian just say, hey, they fucked my boy Lazar? And like, you can smell the pussy all the way over there. Okay, yeah. I mean, I'm telling you, it is.
Well, then they have to be held to an actual opinion. And that was the one thing, if you notice, like not everybody was very vague because then they could kind of switch and do exactly what's happening now. And then I could tell you, well, I'm upset. And then if you make me get specific, I could just say, oh, how would you do that? You don't get it. And I could get upset that you don't understand why I'm upset. And then later on, I could change my opinion and then say, well, Sevan, you didn't fully understand why I was upset. And this is separate. Right. So it's an easy way to get out of being held accountable for anything.
But he did have a long talk with Patrick.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. It's good for them. I like that.
Beaver Fever. Hi. Look, she looks like she's coming out from underneath the desk. Did I do good?
What is that? Or is that Heidi's fan under the desk?
It's sucking the invisible man's dick.
Oh.
All right. Oh shit. The Saudi Arabia is reporting that George Floyd isn't dead and that he's fighting in the war in Ukraine. Did you see that?
I did. Yeah, that makes total sense to me.
And I sent that to that clip to Tyler Hansen, and he said he agrees that George Floyd's not dead. Isn't this crazy? Let me
We
tell you.
have a fact checker now. That's awesome.
Yeah, just on duplicate things. This shit is fucking crazy. Saudi state-owned outlet Al Arabia believes George Floyd was not killed, but is in fact fighting as a mercenary for the Russians against Ukraine.
No way. Not a chance, dude.
Listen.
Come on. Get the
Listen,
fuck
listen,
outta here
dude.
with
This
You can't
motherfucker
just
needs to-
circle that dude's face like that. and
Dude,
take the
dude.
time.
Dude, and it's his lips and his nose. I mean, this is some crazy shit.
Oh, that's fucked up. That's racist, y'all. There's no way George Floyd is now a Ukrainian soldier. Hey, you know what that means? You know what that means?
Tell me.
That means he's like a CIA asset. Like he's a hired person,
Yes.
right?
But dude,
Is
you
that what
wouldn't
we're?
waste
Is that what
him.
we're?
You wouldn't waste him sending him to the Ukraine.
Well, maybe that was the next contract. I would be more stoked if he was out in front of a Tesla factory with a Molotov cocktail. Just saying.
He circled his nose.
Come on, bro. That's fucked up. And half the circle is like the circle, and the rest of it's all shady. It's like, do you see it? Yeah. I mean, I see
These
Jesus in the
fucking-
shrine too, but
These fucking Arabs are so racist. Hey,
Oh man, that's crazy.
I think Irish people look more like them black people.
That's wild. Yeah, that other dude. When you
Yeah.
play that guy, and I was just listening to that it on the show today, the Irish dude. I'm like, is Peter on right now? What's happening?
Have you been to Ireland?
No.
Their shit's weird. It's like Iceland. They're on an island. Like you'll go to someone's house and they'll have a dog, and you're like, what kind of dog is that? And then they'll be like, oh, it's a golden retriever, and you're like, that dog's retarded. Like it doesn't look like our golden retriever. You know what I mean? Their shit's even more inbred. The people there and their animals, their labs don't look like labs. Like everything's off a little bit. You're like, everyone here got a little bit of Downs. Everyone got a little Down syndrome here.
Dude, it's like when you're buying Oreos in Mexico. You know what I'm saying?
No, I don't get that.
Like you ever been down to Mexico, you try to buy some pastries. It's like
Oh,
like
right.
They got weird flavors. All their
Yeah.
shit's got spice. It's like Oreo with paprika in it or
Is
something.
this toothpaste? Is this frosting toothpaste or is this the?
Orale.
Oh, it makes me so happy. Anyway, I sent that clip over to the fittest flat earther, and he said, I'm not sure if that guy is him, but I definitely agree he didn't die. Okay, so we got that. George is still alive. Well, shit, then let Chauvin free.
That's what I was gonna say. Damn, then he could walk, right?
Poor Chauvin.
Unless he gets hit with one of your drone attacks.
I watched the astronaut interview. It was pretty good. The astronauts who were stuck in space. But the whole time I was just thinking, I wonder what Tyler thinks. Oh, you're gonna be so stoked. This is so short, this week in review.
Oh, is it? I was pumped when I saw you pushed it out an hour. I was like, cool, I can make it.
I went to sushi with the kids.
Nice.
Sevi, you talk about your world travels. Yeah, I've been everywhere. What am I going to do? Those are all my stories. My whole podcast is predicated on my wisdom. Okay, here we go.
March 31st, 2025. I'm going to read this comment at CHALRZN. I think every week in review should start off with you throwing a dart. So I'm going to throw a dart for this week in review. Again. Way off. That hit me right.
Look, he's embarrassed. He's embarrassed.
Wow.
Week in review should start off with you throwing a dart. So I'm going to throw a dart for this week in review. Again.
Where'd it go?
Way off.
It's up here. It's up here. It's up here, I think. Up above and to the right. That's awesome.
He's a better shot than he's a dart thrower, huh?
We have Pool Boy doing the beginning of all the Kill Taylors. He's going to throw a dart. That's the kind of revamp Jeremy's been talking about. Good job. Jeremy's been giving advice to everyone.
Nice, Jeremy.
All right.
Shout out.
That hit to the right. So
Dude, it's not just to the right, dude. You barely hit the wall.
That hit to the right. No, you just missed, bro.
Yeah.
now I'm
Like I
gonna
would
do
said
it
it
every
like
week in
that.
review.
Hey, dude, he's gonna start practicing darts.
For sure.
Yep. So he's 1-1. And hey, listen, he's 0-1. All this does is make me certain that last week he practiced it. He kept restarting the show until he got the board.
I hope he does. I hope he doesn't do that. I hope he turns the camera on and every shot that we see is his first and only shot he
Legit,
does.
yeah.
Just
yeah,
once
for
a
now.
week, one shot.
Yeah. I think it will be. From now on, it will be. But I'm gonna go with he's 0-1.
Now I'm all distracted. Let's kick this off.
Oh, he is. He's all fucked up in his head.
You could tell when he turned around. He was like,
So last week I was in Charlotte, had a good trip, went to 2 affiliates, went to CrossFit Charlotte for our workout the first day.
That's Taylor Self's gym that's owned by Andy Hendel.
Hmm.
So he went there. That's very interesting. I wonder why they chose that gym.
It is interesting.
First morning, and then Andy Hendel's gym, and then we went to Ultimate CrossFit the second day. Both of those gyms have been around for a very long time. We used to do a lot of seminars, level 1s at Charlotte, and then level 2s at Ultimate CrossFit, although he's in a different location now. The final day, we had an affiliate gathering with a number of local affiliates to include
Audio is on point. Right?
Yeah. Shout out to the 2017 Blue Yeti.
Dr. Romanoff. He's not an affiliate, but Dr. Romanoff, the creator of the pose method, and his son, they came by. Really good session there. Variety of topics. Overall, good trip.
Wow. So he said Dr. Romanoff came and spoke?
Sounded like it.
So they got a nutrition cert coming up, a strength cert, a gymnastics cert, and now they're talking to Dr. Romanoff, who gave a talk, who's the guy who invented the pose running method. Wow, that's fucking crazy. Something's happening. They must be reviving the SMEs, the subject matter experts.
Yeah, I mean, why not bring partners into the space and be like a marketplace for certifications and trainings and, you know what I mean, continued education in general.
Yeah, I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Happy went out there and saw a bunch of people, saw some old friends, and made some new friends. The email of the day, check it out, give it a follow. It's actually the workout of the day. It has some good content in it. We are starting to put more educational material and other links besides just the workout of the day. So marketing and media team doing a good job with that. This weekend, the Mayhem Classic is.
So the history behind the email of the day was there was this newsletter that went out every single day. It was called The Morning Chalk Up. It was before it was a website, before it was like a newspaper type thing. It was owned by a guy named Justin LaFranco. I reached out to Justin when I was media director, and I was like, hey, we'd like to buy your, Morning Chalk Up newsletter, or hire you to, buy it and then hire you. Like, I was exploring that idea. He ended up being the weirdest motherfucker ever. The kind of guy that, really high maintenance motherfucker. And just weird. Maybe like got autism. Maybe something's off.
Spits on the gym floor, doesn't clean it up after a workout. Weird.
Yeah. Wow, good memory, Sousa. And so I started the email of the day. That was the same year we started the CrossFit podcast, and hugely successful. And basically, I wanted it to be a newsletter that went out to everyone in the CrossFit space, but not just about CrossFit, but I wanted it to kind of be like the cool fitness newsletter. Like if we saw a guy set the world record for whatever those blocks were that guy deadlifted on those grips, that would be in there, or just whatever, the guy who invented the Fosbury flop, if he died, you do give him a little nod, just whatever. Then in 2018, when Greg decimated the media team and shut down the social media, and he brought in that CEO, they basically just turned the email of the day into just the workout of the day, which was so fucking stupid. It's just a waste of a fucking opportunity. And I don't know if I'm on their list now. Oh, I think I am on their list now, but I just click buy it. I usually look at the picture and then click buy it. But hopefully they'll start putting other things in there besides just the workout.
Yeah, and hopefully it's valuable and they actually are investing into it too, because there's nothing worse than just kind of like half-assing that.
The email of the day.
Yeah, because
you're
then,
wasting people's time. You're pissing people off.
Yeah, not only is nobody really going to open it or do anything with it, but then at the same time, the team that's working on it, if they don't really have the resources to do it as well as they want to, then it's just, yeah, huge waste of time.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Pump the resources into it to do it right.
Yeah, like do it right if you're going to do it. Don't just
Yeah.
don't do it as like a bell or a whistle add-on.
And listen, if you're just going to do just the workout of the day on it, then send it out just once a week. Don't send it out every day. But if you're going to make it so it's like a newsletter, yeah, every day, put some cool shit in there, some fun shit. Guy sets a world record on pull-ups, put it in there.
Mhm.
Danielle Brandon drops out of the games or whatever she dropped out of, today, but throw it in there. Brooke Wells hanging out with the juiced up dude at the Mavs games, put it in there.
Is coming up. It's the
Is that what they're called, the Mavs? Did I say that like I know basketball?
Oh yeah, that was good. I didn't even know what sport you were talking about. I just
Oh.
agreed, so I knew what I was talking about. You were talking about.
All right, Mavs. All right,
I
go.
know.
first
well, you know.
semifinal where people will be able to, or in-person event where people will be able to qualify to the CrossFit Games. So check that out if you're in the area. I don't know if they still have tickets or not. I'd recommend going. If you're not in the area, follow it online.
A little love for Mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Schindeldecker, this morning, Souza actually texted me
Oh shit! Have you ever been mentioned in a week in review?
No, I don't think so. Wow.
a link with information on a program he has going on. And I've known about this for a while. We've talked over the past few years, but this is just a little reminder of how it's doing. 3 afternoons a week. This is an article in the paper there. 3 afternoons a week, the gymnasium at the Juvenile Residential Center of Northwest Ohio, which is usually home to basketball, volleyball, and kickball games, turns into a CrossFit fitness center. About a dozen teens near their release times from the community correctional facility are sweating through rigorous workouts of wall climbs, push-ups, and lunges, often on their way to physical fitness, mental toughness, and success. They are part of a pilot program that is funded by the Ohio Department of Youth Services and facilitated by Expanding Horizons and coaches from Perrysburg's CrossFit Phoenix. Pretty cool. Hats off to Matt. I sent him a note today after Souza sent me this article, just congratulating him on his efforts there. Really cool to be able to get to youth in that phase of their life or in that journey that they're currently on and try to help them out and set them on the right path. It's interesting, though, that the three movements they mention in this article about CrossFit: push-ups, lunges, and wall climbs. Wall climbs were not that common in CrossFit. They existed, but they weren't that common before the Open a few years ago. So,
does he mean wall walks?
Yeah, I think so.
it's funny how now they're pretty common. Okay,
That's him saying, "Yeah, motherfuckers, I did that. I did that. I made them common. I made the chest to bar pull up common."
Hey, I was gonna say that's another landmark for the importance of the Open, yeah. Because the only way Dave's making that popular is because of via the Open.
Things that those people at Shut Up and Scribble don't understand about programming. Yeah.
Okay. Jump into comments now. At New Western Hunter, affiliate benefits.
And Andrew Hiller doesn't understand.
Should or can affiliates get judges course for free for all coaches on staff or a certain number of judge courses every year? Yes, they should.
Wait,
or
what?
maybe they should.
What?
At New Western Hunter, affiliate benefits. Should or can affiliates get judges course for free for all coaches on staff or a certain number of judge courses every year? Yes, they should. Or maybe they should. Let me look into that.
Oh man.
Oh, Nelly.
That's the management class pulling at him right there.
He thought Greg's still on the company. He could just say shit like that.
They're gonna be like, wait a minute, that accounted for 0.5% of the revenue coming in.
He got to ask Warren Buffett. You got to ask Warren Buffett if that's okay. You got to go to the board.
Damn.
He got to go to Marnie.
That's not a bad idea. Hold on.
He loves the idea. He's like, yeah, duh, makes fucking sense. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I mean, again, that's like tying and aligning incentives, right? That's another value proposition. If you're going to make the Open the thing, you give the free stuff to the affiliate owners. Another reason why you'd stay affiliated through the Open, and another check mark for them. You know what I mean? Like the more of those you stack up, even if they don't seem that important as singularity things, but if you could get a bunch of those type of things in different ways, they all add up to be a pretty good value proposition and reason to stay a part of it.
And obviously you want to incentivize the affiliates to be a part of the Open, but but also I know you're talking about the value, and on the other side, it's like, hey, this is what he used to be able to make those types of decisions.
Mm. Yeah, but those are single owner
Yeah.
days. Those aren't private equity days. So
Like
who
the day
knows?
the day was that Matt Schindeldecker, there was a time when Matt Schindeldecker could just be like, could call Dave and be like, hey Dave, what do you think about coming sending someone to come film my Juvenile program? And he would be like, yeah, and then he would just call me and be like, hey, what do you think about sending someone there? I'm like, yeah, let's do it.
Right. Yeah. Now it's got to go through, I imagine, a string of meetings.
Yeah, all that shit.
Hey, well, look at it this way. One of the good things that we're lucky we have Dave in this position is from that simple thing of sending, a link to an article to showcase what Matt and Debbie and the awesome work they're doing. And by the way, that's going to be a program that could potentially provide that contract to affiliates for sure in Ohio, but potentially nationwide.
I think there are affiliates already who they have.
Yeah,
doing
but like through the actual Homeland Security contract, if they get
Oh.
that, it might be like, hey, Sevon, do you want to do this? Okay, you're the guy now, right? Like right now, they are assisting a lot of the affiliates through that process with their county, which is huge because Matt and Debbie have done all the legwork to like know the ins and outs of what you need to do, how you present it, the data, like they have that packaged up. But even another layer of that would be awesome if there was just national wide funding for it and they just had these affiliate owners that they could just plug and pull. And they do the trauma course, and then there we go. You could set them up with the contract through their local county to start doing what they're doing.
Homeland Security is like, all right, here's $20 million, start up some of these programs, and then Matt Schindeldecker could get it really moving. As opposed to now, if you want to start it in CrossFit Livermore, you contact Matt and you're like, okay, who should I contact in Livermore? And then you got to go through the steps. Best
That's
practices.
right. Yeah.
Okay.
And they'll say, go to this person in the county. Here's the paperwork. Here's the emails. Keep us informed on the process and we'll support. But yeah.
We can get all those white supremacists doing CrossFit and cure them.
Some coaches get the affiliate judges, get the judges course for free for all coaches outside. Maybe not all coaches, but we'll have a discussion on that. At Samuel Bayano 99, hey Dave, in reply to your response, I'd argue that the games athletes will make the top 1% regardless of the programming. Probably true. If anything, it would be hard to program them out of the top 1%. I don't think that would be. It would not be hard to program games athletes out of the top 1%. However, a well-rounded open does make a difference for all of the other athletes. I think it was a well-rounded open for all athletes. And here's why I'd say it wouldn't be that hard. You start putting 1 rep max stuff in, that because of the amount of people that go to affiliates or that would even join the open just to mess with those numbers could quickly bump them out of the 1%, or not even just 1 rep max, but isolation or single modality, anything like that. Put a run in or a max. I was going to say muscle ups, but that's probably a bad example because even there's not a lot of gymnasts who probably beat a lot of the CrossFitters. Meaning, here's what I'm trying to say: that I still think yes, they would be in the top 1%. So really, it's with strength stuff. If you made it really, if you had 1 rep max tests or really strong things, I think that's where you're more likely to bump them out in an open format.
Do you understand what he's saying?
Yeah.
Okay.
At Dense
I
Update,
figured you did, but if you didn't, and if one of us didn't, I was going to explain it, but we get it.
it's love your weekend review. Thanks for doing these and being forward facing for the community. Can you touch on why the games team decided not to require the teams to submit public videos for semifinals? Thank you.
Our very own Jenny from Dense Updates.
Wow.
Getting a question in.
Dang, look at us.
So the teams have a lot more moving parts, have a lot more people, have a lot more things going on. And this is one area where we wanted to pretty much test or experiment, seeing how it all goes down without having, call it the enhanced judging. So we have one group, teams, who we don't require that for, and we have the others, all the other divisions where we do. That's not to say that next year we won't have the teams have that, but this year we chose not to. And thank you for the praise on the weekend review. At Jason Ye.
No, you're welcome. She knows how to make a shit sandwich.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, solid work, Jenny.
And it made sense from both parts, her question and Dave's answer, because if they're going to try this new format like that, you don't want to just have the fire hose. You want to at least do half of it, see how it goes. Because the complication of adding team workouts to that review process, it would probably just be a nightmare.
I agree.
Standy thinks I'm lying. I'm not lying, Standy. I could give you an example when they had the AMRAP of 9 minutes before with the toe to bar deadlift and like snatches, I think it was. And then you had a part B that was just the single clean and jerk lift afterwards. And what ended up happening was a bunch of weightlifters did 1 rep in part A just so they could get to part B, clean and jerk to the house, like 475. And then all the numbers completely skewed because everybody couldn't touch those numbers.
Thank you. Very clear, very concise. Yes.
Thank you.
I wish I could find the right woman to go down. No, I wish I could find the right woman. You deserve a good one, my friend.
She's
Where
talking
do
to
I
Jared.
find me one of you, Olivia?
Oh, okay, it's getting weird. Go
Wow.
ahead and.
Wow. Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
Standy just used me as collateral damage, and I respect that.
Wow. All right, some free love in the chat tonight.
AO4647. On the CrossFit Games app, you can see your performances for each open workout, placement and percentile. Could that also be a feature for past quarterfinals as well? That'd be a cool option. I'll have the team look into it. At RXOP64,
that went
see
over
your
my head.
performances for each year. We won't have the teams have that, but this year we chose not to. And thank you for
I keep spacing out.
praise on the weekend review. At Jason Yale 4647. On the CrossFit Games app, you can see your performances for each open workout, placement and percentile. Could that also be a feature for past quarterfinals as well? That'd be a cool option. I'll have the team look into it. At
That's a no.
RXOP64.
He wants them to go back to previous quarterfinals. So when you click on old data, it shows your percentile, not just in the open, but in old quarterfinals.
Yeah, well, I mean, how else are you going to be a has-been if you don't have the has-been data? I mean, I'm living off 2015, baby.
Hiller, don't be a hater. Show us some catches of Castro's. Thanks for the amazing content again. Dave, you're the man. So did he ever make that video? Because he has a ton of footage of Tyson Bajan throwing some heat, and I was handling it. So make the video, Hiller.
There's no way that's true.
Show the world the other side.
There's
Just
no
don't
way
show
that's
them my
true.
miss.
There's
My
no
drop.
way.
At Charles RZM,
I'm gonna text Tyson right now. You think he's still awake? 11 o'clock at night. Tyson Bajan.
It's a little late.
Hey, did you throw Dave any heat in Albany? Hey, did you throw Dave any heat in Albany? I for some reason I don't think he would do that. That's like I think it's dangerous, probably.
I mean, like I don't think he was actually throwing heat to anybody out there. Maybe like Hopper or something, because he could catch a football at that level. Probably.
I mean, like I don't think he threw it like more than 60% even to Hopper.
You think so,
dude?
Didn't Hopper play Division I? No,
I've never.
Am I getting that wrong?
I think he was there for like 8 seconds.
Okay.
Sevon got a hard on for the training this morning, and I'm creepy. I don't know if I said you were creepy.
That's pretty funny, Jeremy.
Why can't we both be creepy? Why does it have to be just one of us? Hey, I always knew that about you. You want to be all alone with your titles. Listen, I'll let you slide into the creep zone. I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever been around any professional quarterbacks, but I was around like a city college quarterback one time. And dude, he could throw the ball so fucking hard. It was like it was. Yeah. Let me see what Rambler says. Rambler knows everything. QB should a catchable ball not Jesus Christ. Yes, motherfucker. Okay. Ken Walters. Hopper walked on, didn't suit up. He ain't catching a bullet from Tyson. Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, it's yeah. Too many K's in your name. Please change it. Thank you. You're 2/3 there, buddy. Okay. I'm not. Oh, fuck. I'm fucking gonna mash someone. Okay.
I think every weekend review should start off with you throwing a dart. I did it. It was horrible. At Stronger Every Day 714, can we get some of those one-day education classes in Albany a day or two before the games? So he's talking about the nutrition course in Toronto that we have posted, the one-day nutrition course that Jocelyn Riley's running, the one-day weightlifting.
Jocelyn Riley. I hit her up in the DMs. I want her to come on the show. Everyone tells me she's a fucking nutrition genius. So will you spell Jocelyn for me? JOCY.
Wait, did you say JOC?
Isn't it Jocelyn?
Dude.
JOCELYN. Jocelyn.
J-O-S.
Oh, I found her. Riley, Jocelyn Riley.
Really? How was it spelled? We right?
Jocelyyn.
E-L-Y-N. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, I got it now.
Message her. Oh shit. I thought
He's a film writer as well.
She is?
No, I mean just this random person that I found in here.
Jocelyn, I'd love to have you on my podcast.
Have you talked about that dude, Ashton Hall yet?
No. Oh, is that the libtard kid that's banging all those chicks?
No, it's the super ripped black dude that makes the overly ridiculous morning routines.
Oh no.
That are like completely bogus, but like it's such a great bit.
Does he admit it's bogus?
Dude, at one point he jumps up in the air to like jump in a swimming pool and 4 minutes pass and he lands. And then on like multiple clips later, he's like on his phone when they do just the little sound bites and he's like, yeah, bro, I was in the air for 4 minutes. It was crazy. Like, so hey, and here's the weirdest thing about it. That's Saratoga water, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I have been bombarded with advertisements for it ever since.
Oh.
So I'm tripping now. I'm like, is this a fucking, like, was that a planned thing and they put money behind it to get it going? Because it first popped up on X and had like 700 million views or something like that.
God, that's good. I thought it was real. Like I just watched a little bit of it. I'm like, this is some crazy shit.
Yeah. No, it's totally a bit.
He's like, I read for 30 seconds. I scroll for 10 minutes. I read for 30 seconds. I was like, what the fuck? I got paid today, so here's a tip.
Shout out.
Oh boy. Smile. Make you famous.
It's hilarious because you'll have people reacting to it. And one guy was like watching it and it's like him doing push-ups on his balcony. And then he comes back inside and he's like sitting at his desk, like journaling. And he's like, wait, he just lost an hour. He's like, what? What just happened? He just lost an hour. Like it's pretty fun.
Mike, what's your OnlyFans handle? Oh, Mike has only. Oh, got it. Good joke.
Course that we have in San Diego, Stefan and Nuno are running, and then the one-day gymnastics course that we have in Salt Lake, the one-day nutrition course that Jocelyn Riley.
Is Stefan Roche teaching the strength course?
Oh, wow, I don't know.
Who dis? Oh, hey, what's up, dude? Hey.
About Ashton Hall, I have a small, little story real quick.
Okay, cool. What are you doing? You're driving home from the gym?
Yeah, I am.
Late night.
Yep. Anyways, probably like a year ago now, he was living in LA at the time.
Who was?
Ashton Hall.
Oh, okay.
So that. I mean, Sousa, that's who you were just talking about, right?
Yeah.
Go on.
Yep.
Sorry, my bad.
So I was scrolling through Facebook and I was on Facebook Marketplace and I saw that someone was selling a rack, a assault runner, a Titan Fitness bike, a bunch of plates, like just an absurd amount of equipment. And they were listing it for $1,000. And I was like, there's no way, but I'm a sucker for fitness equipment because I own the gym. So I sent him a message and I was like, hey.
Did I lose him?
Oh shit! What happened?
Shit. Hold on.
No, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Okay,
go ahead.
You messaged him in.
Yeah, so I messaged him and I'm like, hey, are you selling all this stuff for $1,000? And sure enough, he messaged me back and he was like, yeah, I have a bunch of people asking me for it. Like, are you serious about picking it up? And I was like, I live like 3 hours away, but I'll pick it up tomorrow morning. And for some reason, he decided, he was like, I have like 8 other people talking to me, but if you're legit, you can come down and pick it up. And I was like, okay, cool. So I show up the next day and I show up to the complex and I text him and I tell him, I'm like, hey, I'm outside. And he was like, oh, okay, go ahead and come inside and tell the people at the front desk that you're here for Mr. Hall. And I was like, okay. And so I go inside and now I'm starting to second guess myself because I'm like, there's no way that all of this stuff is like in an apartment. And sure enough, he had all this equipment on like the 7th story of this apartment complex. And we're talking like 1045s. He has an assault runner up there. There's an assault bike, all kinds of stuff.
Shit. And you met, and so did you meet him when you bought the shit?
Yeah. And so,
Oh damn.
and so I go inside and I go up to his floor, and I'm walking, and then I eventually get to his door, and I knock on the door, and he opens the door, and as you guys can tell, he's huge. The guy's jacked.
Yeah.
And so he opens up the door, and he's like, "Hey, are you Hans?" And I'm like, "Yeah, dude. Are you Ashton or Ashton?" And he's like, "Yeah." And he opens up the door, and then he tells me, he's like, "Dude, do you work out? You're yoked." And I'm like, "Bro, what are you talking about? You're huge." And he was super nice.
Wow.
He like walked me inside, and he was like, "Hey, so
Please tell me there was a ton of pussy in there, please, or gay dudes or something. Please tell me there was a ton of hot dudes or hot chicks in there.
I must have just missed it because he was
Okay.
moving and everything was gone."
Okay.
And so it was really weird though. But so he brings me inside, and he's like talking to me, and he's like, "Yeah, I got a haircut in like 2 hours, but I can help you out a little bit of taking some stuff down to the lobby." And so I had to move all of this equipment with this guy that I just met down like 7 stories, making multiple trips. Like we had a whole assault runner. And Susan, you own a gym. You know how hard moving things is.
Oh, especially
How did
that.
you
That's
move-
so
How did you
cumbersome.
move 1045s from the 7th floor?
One at a time down that
Oh,
elevator?
yeah.
Did you have a
We had to
cart?
borrow. Yeah, we had to borrow the cart from the apartment complex. They had one for people who show up with baggage. We had to borrow the cart and wheel it to the elevator and take it all the way down, and then wheel it to my truck. And we made multiple trips with all of this equipment.
Damn, that's crazy.
Hey, it took
And
2
now he's
hours, I
over
bet.
here.
No, it took way longer than 2 hours.
Oh, so what happened when he went and got a haircut?
Craziest thing, he hands me his house key, and he's like, "Hey, I gotta go get a haircut, but go ahead, man. You seem like a cool dude." Shakes my hand, takes my number, like he puts my phone number in his phone, and then he's like, "I'm gonna go get a haircut, but you seem like a cool dude. Just go ahead and lock up when you're done."
What did you do with the keys? Just leave them inside the house and pull the door shut?
Yeah, he told me, he was like, "I have an extra key, so when you leave, just leave it on the counter, blah blah blah." And he was like, just go ahead and just leave whatever.
And that was in LA.
Hey. That was in LA at the time. He told me that he was moving back to Miami, I think.
He looks like he belongs in Miami.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
But-
a savage. Wow.
He's something else, dude. And I mean, Hiller can be the one to talk about what he's using and shit. I have no idea. I'm not even gonna get into that. I have no idea.
He's just
But-
black. He's just black. He's not using
And
that.
so, it's crazy because
Damn.
he just recently blew up. And like Susan was talking about, like his morning routine is going viral. And when I met him in person, I mean, he's leaning into it really hard now, and he's getting just crazy amount of views on his videos. And like, I wouldn't be surprised if a portion of it is true. But yeah, it seems like he's just completely leaning into it now. And now that he's blowing up, and I remember having a conversation with him, I have his phone number in my phone. It was just hilarious to see what's going on now.
Hey, dude, you should text him and be like, "Hey, congrats on all the success, bro."
Hey, you should text him a picture of all your gym equipment. Be like, "Hey, dude, I hope this leads to I get as much success as you." Snap him a photo of your gym. Invite
Yeah,
him to work out there if he's ever in town.
yeah, that'd be cool.
I should. He was super nice. And so he even told me, he was like, "Hey, when you get back to the gym, like take a picture. I want to see what you have going on. It's super cool, blah, blah, blah." And so when I got back to the gym and I took everything out of the truck and I set everything up, like I took a picture and I sent it to him. And
cool.
yeah, he was super nice. And he was like, "Dude, I'm so glad that it's going to someone who's going to use it." And because he told me that he got all of it for free from his he told me that. So it was Titan Fitness and Assault, the Assault Fitness company. They reached out to him and they were like, "Hey, we'll give you a bunch of equipment if you just film a couple of videos for us." And so he told me he got all of it for free.
That's cool. Hey, that makes
That
me
is cool.
so happy that he's such a cool dude.
Yeah.
He's very nice. He was very, very nice. And he didn't have to help, but he helped us a ton. and him and I carried an assault runner down like it was crazy. The amount of money that I was like around was just absurd, because the apartment complex we were in was extremely nice. Like all the videos that he posts of him recording, and you can see the whole scenery. Like I was in one of those apartments, like helping him with all of this equipment. It was very surreal. It was very weird.
But Hans, you live like in San Ardo or something. Where do you live again? Where's home for you?
I live in an RV, basically.
No, but what city? What city are you in?
I'm in Arroyo Grande.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. Listen, buddy, we'll decide. Don't you just tell us the facts. We'll do the commentary on if it's nice or not.
That's pretty nuts, though. Now he's like
the
biggest thing on the internet.
Yeah, I know. It was a trip when I saw that he was up so much, because when I first walked into his house, I saw a YouTube placard, and it said for 1 million subscribers, and I was like, whoa, this guy's someone. And so I asked him, I was like, hey, do you do you do YouTube content or what? And he was like, yeah, I got a whole fitness platform, blah blah blah. And he was like, you can look me up. And so I looked him up on Instagram, and that plaque must have been extremely old, because when I looked him up and I was standing in his living room, I looked him up on Instagram, and he was at 5 million followers at the time.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, this is you? And he was like, yeah, that's me. And I was like, dude, you're huge. And he was like, yeah, I mean, it's all fitness content. It was something else. And yeah, he was so nice, and he was trying to give me tips on like how to grow my business. And he was telling me like, dude, you got to get on TikTok, and you got to, whatever's trending, don't be afraid to follow it. Just post it, follow it, because all it takes is one video for you to blow up, and like your business is going to just skyrocket. And like, you're a cool dude. You seem really nice, and you drove out here to get this equipment for all your members at your gym. Like, that's going to go a long way. If you just lean into whatever's popular at the time, he was like, you'll catch fire.
Hey Hans, 2 things real quick. What's the deal with your competition status? Or how are you doing? I know you were getting really close to cresting into the top tier athlete. Are you still pushing that hard?
Yeah, I'm still pushing it, but I'm not naive of the fact that I own a gym, and I want that to be as successful as possible.
Right.
And changing people's lives is, bigger than me getting on the big stage. But I don't like to use it as an excuse whatsoever. But if I'm one of those people who if I'm one of those people that almost makes it year after year after year, but I have this huge successful gym and I have all these life-changing stories, I would rather have that under my belt than to not have any of those life-changing stories and make it big.
Okay. Next question. Are you going to NorCal?
Yes, sir. I'll be there.
You're competing?
Yes. Yeah, I made it.
Did I lose him?
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah. So you're okay. You're competing. Okay. And then the second thing is, hey dude, have you met this guy? He did Kill Taylor at least once. He's like black and got a fro, light skinned brother. He's in Oregon, Chase or something. He does like welding videos in his gym.
It sounds super familiar. I think I want to say yes.
Chase. What's that guy's name? He's cool as fuck. He reminds me of you. If you ever get a chance to connect with that cat, you should. He's a cool dude. Big yoke dude. Yoked out of his fucking mind. Ripped.
Has he won Kill Taylor?
I don't think he won it, but he's been on it. And he's like too nice to fucking make fun of. Like he's so fucking nice. But I follow him on Instagram now, and he makes these videos where he shows himself like welding gym equipment for his friends. God, I wish I could remember.
You know what?
I wish I
want to say
dude's name.
I think I've seen you pull his Instagram up before, and he welded like a plate and a bar holder.
Yeah.
I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure. Does he have a good smile?
Great smile. He's a really good looking dude.
Fuck.
I know, fuck those guys. Anyway, you remind me of him. You guys remind me of each other. Anyway, I wish I could remember his name. I'm sure it'll pop up. All right,
Yeah,
dude. Well,
yeah,
thanks
hell
for calling. Great story on Ashton Hall.
Yeah, what a small world.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, kick-ass guy, very nice dude, and it's insane to see that he's exploding as much as he is now.
All right,
But,
brother.
All right, you guys have a good night.
Yep. Have a good night. Bye.
Later, dude.
Hans, if you're ever in,
Whoa.
if you're ever in, just the roadcaster doing his thing.
Just doing roadcaster
shit. If anyone's ever down there in Royal Grande, swing by and see Hans. He is a cool dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, he
did we
is.
finish the video?
Yeah, pretty much.
He's running the 1-day weightlifting course that we have in San Diego that Stefan and Nuno are running, and then the 1-day gymnastics course that we have in Salt Lake. That
interesting that he mentioned Stefan Rocher's name.
And
First
the other
things
guy
first.
running it, Nuno.
Oh, did he say that? Nuno Costa?
Yeah.
I think Nuno
The
was
two
the
of them.
fittest gay 2 years in a row.
Mm.
Do you know who he is? He used to train at Invictus.
Eric O'Connor and Adrian Conway are running. So if you haven't heard of them, I'll put the link in the.
Eric O'Connor and Adrian Conway are doing the gymnastics cert.
It's cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Eric O'Connor's, I think, the lead, taught more level 1s than anyone else on the planet.
Bio, sign up for them. They're going to be a great exposure. I'm really excited about all of them, but the nutrition course specifically. Jocelyn
Me too.
Riley is a nutrition expert on our seminar staff. She's really passionate about all things nutrition, specifically keto, has a lot of experience and stays current and studies up on it. So definitely I will attend that course at one point, but check it out. Also, before the games, they're doing a 2-day affiliate gathering. So check out this.
Dear CrossFit, listen, if you want these seminars to be successful, this is what you do. Ready?
Spend money.
You give Andrew Hiller $5,000 and you send him there so he can pay for his plane ticket and his hotel, and then have a little pocket cash to get strippers. Also spend $5,000 to Patrick Rios and have him go there and make a bunch of reels. If you can't figure that shit out, contact Souza or Pedro and they can set it up for you. And they will, I don't know how much those certs are. Let's say $500 each. Those two pieces will sell you. They'll give you a fucking minimum full return on your investment, but probably 10x or 100x. Ask Andrew to pin the video he makes on his YouTube channel as the home video for a fucking month. I mean, it's so fucking easy. You want to refute anything I said?
No.
All right. Reels will make you the greatest fucking reels. Just send them there. Send Hiller there. Send them there together.
Affiliate page for that and see if you can make it. At Will_no_rep_you. Dave, will you be meeting the president of the CAC, President Self, while in Charlotte? I did see him. I didn't meet specifically with him, but when we had that affiliate gathering, Andy Hendel brought him with him because Taylor's his head coach. So it was good seeing Taylor there. Caught up with him there.
So just imagine that. They meet with affiliates there. It's him and Don and Jenna. Andy Hendel shows up with
That's funny.
the head of the CAC. I wonder if Don calls it the CAC.
Don will call it whatever we think he needs to call it. And then he'll apologize for what he called it. Like you said, he just oscillates between sympathy.
Yeah. Oh, Donnie. Donnie, one leadership course. Hang out with me for a while. I'll hook you up.
I think he's over it, dude. I think he's over it.
Oh, he's already checked out.
I think he checked out a while ago.
Nothing like separate from that. At Rambler 5900, Castro, I'd like to improve my 1 mile run time for Murph Challenge and health benchmark. What's your advice on improving the 1 mile run? So my advice isn't really biased towards a CrossFit protocol. I'll say that because you could probably Google and find plenty of advice on how to improve your mile time from runners for runners. I would approach it from the mindset of mixing it in with CrossFit and biasing my CrossFit workout to benefit that, CrossFit workouts to benefit that, meaning probably through that period, training short and high intensity interval stuff, not going longer than 7 or 8 minutes, and still running a couple times a week. And with my runs, I would not, and so I would also need to know more about you. Like, are you a 55-year-old man asking me about improving your run time? Because I probably wouldn't recommend any sprinting for you so as not to end up with a hamstring injury, or are you a 25-year-old man who's really active and really fit, then maybe we can get more aggressive with some short distance interval sprints, etc. Regardless, would need to know more about you before committing a program. And anything I would recommend would be heavily biased towards CrossFit with some running components, and biasing my CrossFit towards the goal of improving my mile time. I'd also want to know what your mile time is. I also don't think now, though, I just backed out of everything I just said. I'm going to back out of everything I just said, because you actually said you want to improve your mile time for Murph. And so that puts it in a whole different place, because if you want to improve your mile time for Murph, then you do have to train. You can't just specifically train towards it, because Murph is such a beast and so many pieces to it. You do need to be training primarily. Here's what I'd recommend: CrossFit. Just do a good GPP, just good, well-rounded CrossFit program, and that should help you meet your goals.
So what's fascinating about this, and I probably have no business sharing this, I might get slapped around for this. This year I've gone to a couple track meets. Dave's daughter runs track. And so when if the track meets near my house, I take my boys to go watch her run. And she's young, and she set a PR in the mile, and he trains her. And she has set a PR in the mile at every single fucking meet.
Wow.
So I'm surprised he didn't like he knows some shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'll call him and I'll be like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Training the girl," and then hang up on me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But that's why he said you could probably Google it and find something for runners by runners.
Yeah.
Which is true.
So he's fully immersed in the running scene right now.
Yeah, that's cool. Grace's dad used to run Diablo Timing, and he used to do all the local timing for the races here. So we had all the machines that you came across, and at the photo
he shoot
finish,
the gun?
Yeah, no, he didn't. No. He didn't start the race, but he got all the finish line data.
Oh, that's
so as the
cool.
runners came across, and if it came down to a photo finish, and it would rank everybody and do the whole leaderboard thing and all that. Yeah.
So have you been to high school track meets?
No, I don't think I went to any of them when he was still doing the timing stuff.
It's an impressive fucking cadre of kids.
Oh,
every time I go, I'm like, holy fuck, these kids are gnarly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alan Farr, performance enhancing drugs, 0 tests. Those are both questions. We are testing this year. There'll be more info on that. We have an out of season testing protocol that varies in how much we do with it every year. This year we're leaning into it. So more info on that. I can't talk too much about.
What does that mean this year we're leaning into? I mean, they're testing more than ever this year?
It sounds like it, yeah.
JR got tested.
Yeah. It's funny.
God, wouldn't that be awesome if JR popped? God, dude, we would never fucking stop teasing him, dude.
That would be incredible. Wouldn't it be funny if I popped? But didn't even make it anywhere. Like somehow just found out that I was on steroids for no reason.
Hey, dude, I'm telling you, if they send a tester to me, I'm not doing it.
That's hilarious.
I'm not doing. I'm good. I'm good. I want it to be known that I'm doing drugs. It would be, instead of JRPO, it would be JRPED.
Oh, that would be so fun.
About it right now, but we'll have more info on the testing results, etc. shortly. And I have some new merch available on tdcmercantile.com. I have black sweatshirts and t-shirts and tank tops with the grayed out logo available there. I also have the big 2.5 liter tins that I sold probably several months ago. I have a limited run of those back in stock. So if you're interested in some merch or some
merch.
Are you bringing it up? I was gonna.
What are you, one of the buttery bros? Some merch. I got some merch. Belts are nice. Everyone who has the belts loves them. I got that keychain right here. Actually, I have 2 of these.
Dang.
You know, a while back, I told a guy I had a TDC hat. I don't know where it is, and I told the guy I would send it to him.
Yeah.
It was like a year ago, and the dude still DMs me. You never sent me the hat, and I'm just like, dude, like, okay, then I'm not sending it. Like, you pissed me off now. Like, listen. You know what I mean? Like,
but that guy was fucked no matter what.
I regret. Yeah, I regret. Like, listen, if I tell you I'm going to give you something on the air and I don't send it to you after 3 times bugging me, like, you don't bug me anymore. Like, I don't even know where the fuck the hat is, and I don't care. And like, now I hate you.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh, I hate you.
Where's the clothes? Oh, here it is. Oh, these are going to sell like crazy. Yeah, people love these shirts. So
No, it's not that shirt. It's the black and gray one.
This
with
one?
the- yeah. Why does he have it go to the? Okay, click that one.
look, you can't even see. You can't.
I know. What is he doing?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, don't wear that when you go to the airport. A fucking gun pointed at you.
Hans. You guys never sent me my case of Fit 8 after the first kill.
Oh
too.
shit. That doesn't surprise me.
Hey, no,
Jeez
dude, we
Louise.
did. It's just you got to pick it up on location at NorCal Classic. So once
Yeah.
you get there, we will
Yeah.
fulfill our promise.
Hey, dude, listen.
We'll go buy you
Hans,
a case of
I
Fit
will
8.
go to the Fit Aid booth with you and be like, hey, we promised this dude a case. They'll be like, who the fuck are you two?
Oh my god.
I'm
Oh,
surprised
this is
Fit Aid-
interesting.
I'm
Janine,
surprised Fit Aid hasn't sponsored us again. What does it say?
if Dave would ever do like olive oil in person, like a vendor village thing at the
He
event.
should. He should get a booth at the fucking games.
Yeah.
His olive oil is so good. I eat it every day. I'm gonna eat it tonight. Oh, and there's the sweatshirt.
Yeah, as I said, there's a sweatshirt he's wearing.
Hey, do you want to know? I don't have one of these sweatshirts, but I got a Sentinel sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit! Like,
Did you get the new camo one?
yes.
Oh man, I want the fucking new camo. I don't even
Hey, dude, it is so nice. Like, I hate sweatshirts.
Yeah,
I know you're more of a sweatshirt guy. I hate
Yeah.
sweatshirts. I like zippers,
right.
but I put
You're a
on the
zip up
Sentinel
guy.
one, and I'm in love.
All right, then I'll buy it. I was gonna
Yeah.
get it, and then I was like, I can't buy another camo sweatshirt. He's gonna be like, you have another fucking camo sweatshirt.
Oh, it's so nice.
But I like that color camo, so.
Yeah. Greg said he'd fly me out.
Nah,
There's no more BSI events anyway. It's done. He said it's done.
Jeremy, just get your bag packed, wait outside.
I know someone. Oh, Janine. I know someone at NCC that can make that happen. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Free internet for everyone this year at NorCal Classic.
No Wi-Fi password. For anyone.
Oh, Janine, I'm fucking tripping. We gotta figure out the Wi-Fi. Fucking tripping balls. All right, NorCal is gonna be crazy. We got our Airbnb for there and for Syndicate. It's gonna be crazy. Listen, if you're in California and you don't come to NorCal, you're fucking nuts. Yeah, look at hard no. You gotta come. You gotta come to the NorCal Classic and the Syndicate. It's gonna be so fun. You know, I got us a tour. I forgot to tell you this. I don't think it's gonna be possible, but I got us a tour set up for the Smith & Wesson factory in Knoxville.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna have time,
Oh man.
but wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah. Why can't we have time? Can't we like figure it out? Probably because
Shit.
we're streaming a whole entire event throughout the weekend and then flying immediately home to do
I just-
another event.
I feel like we're gonna get there and just go straight to the venue and be just working.
Yeah.
But I would love to do that.
It's probably very accurate.
I would love it if Smith & Wesson would sponsor Kill Taylor. Okay, listen, guys. Olive oil. Shit, they don't got it. The garlic one's good. They're all good. But if the chili one comes in, buy 5. I'm telling you. Okay, one more. It's weird. Usually when I click off the show, the share screen, it puts us back. It's not doing that anymore. Do you notice that?
Yeah, it seems like StreamYard's going through some stuff, huh?
Growing pains.
Organic olive. Check out tdcmercantile.com. And then the final thing I'll talk about is I
Think Brian Friend is a cunt. Oh, Dave, that's a little. Wow, settle down.
Standy's gonna be giving standees at Syndicate for $500.
I'm not. I'll be in Syndicate this year. $200 for meet and greet and $500 for meet and greet with a standee. Done. Hey, I cannot
Sign me up for 2.
I cannot believe. Brian said that he doesn't want to. What did he say? He doesn't want to be a part of any event that Dave's a part of. Basically,
Yeah.
I don't want to do. If as long as Dave's in charge of the CrossFit Games, I don't want to be a part of it.
Good.
Hey, all these fucking douchebags say that shit. I'm not going to be friends with you if you're friends with Sevon. I'm not going to be friends with you if you're friends with Hiller. I'm not going to do your event if you're friends. Like, you guys are such cunts. Hey, listen, I love your boy Patrick Clark. He's always welcome in the comments. Even though he fucking hangs out with a complete cocknobber like yourself, Brian. You fucking dickhead.
Decided.
Hey, and when you say shit like that, it makes you fucking, speaking of toxic, it fucking makes you toxic for fucking any fucking event that anyone would ever want you at. Like, listen, dude, you know, people probably make fun of the WTF because you're fucking a part of it, dude. I don't think I've ever used this word on the show, but you bring the ick. Did I use that right?
Yeah, good job.
Thank you.
Wow. I'm impressed.
I like Patrick Clark. He's a great contributor to the show. I like it when he's in the comments. Nobody fucking respects you, dude. No one respects wishy-washy people except other wishy-washy people. You attract fucking cocknobbers, dude. Think of the road you've traveled, dude, and all the places you fucking either been kicked out of or not welcome to anymore. And yet people are still so stupid because you're so charming when they meet you that they give you a chance. We know how it ends with you in the WTF too, dude.
Common denominator.
Yeah. I like Brian. Be nice. All right. I mean, I like him too. He's just a cunt. I have lots of friends who are cunts. It's like, hey, people are like, what does woke mean? Woke's when you fucking say dumb shit like Brian, but you don't explain yourself. Like you're too much of a fucking coward to even stand up for your fucking dumb shit. You won't even fucking say Lazar's name. Probably it won't. Hey, dude, it'll probably double your views. You'll probably say it tomorrow now. Why don't you make a video tomorrow, Brian, thinking of Lazar Jukic? I'm tired. I tried to make it through. Sorry. That's what my wife says to me every night. Settle down, Sebi. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Ivan. Thank you. I needed someone. Yeah. Thank you.
To start working on another constructing the CrossFit Games.
It's just that, dude, like, what are you doing? Keep your fucking mouth shut. If you don't want
he's the white knight, dude. He's gotta fucking be the guy. I'm not afraid. I'll say it.
And then really he is just afraid.
Yeah, because he's not actually saying anything. You know what I mean? Again, I'm like double branded today.
Hey, dude, just so you know, Sug on these nuts. I'm betting. I don't know Sug on these nuts. But no one's how are you so fucking blind to not know that dude doesn't care? Like those are people taking shots on you. Like it doesn't matter what you say. That person's clearly making fun of you for being a fucking hypocrite and a fucking clout chaser. Or Brian, why not say this? Why not be like, yeah, you know what? I really do want to just say fuck you to the CrossFit Games, but I love covering CrossFit and I'm so fucking good at it. And it's what I do that I'm putting that over my fucking better judgment. Like just anything, dude. Anything that fucking makes you seem just fucking like a real person.
And you get backed into a corner with an opinion, though. So,
yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
TDCmercantile.com. And then the final thing.
Brian ain't that kind of guy. Yeah, I know. I could smell. I told you I could smell the cunt on him.
I'll talk about is I did shirts and t-shirts and tank tops with the grayed out logo available there. I also have the big 2.5 liter tins that I sold. Probably
people are glad you're not covering it, dude. People would prefer you don't cover it. His Sugon doesn't really care. Just so you know, you don't have to answer that question.
Peanuts with a really inappropriate name.
At least several months ago. I have a limited run of those back in stock. So if you're interested in some merch or some organic olive oil, check out tdcmercantile.com. And then the final thing I'll talk about is I decided to start working on another constructing the CrossFit Games. just a couple days
Wow.
ago, and I started writing, and it's been ever since that.
That's the book.
What happened?
He's
Did you
writing
freeze?
another book.
Uh-oh.
Book.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You're back? You're gone? There you go. Yeah. Yep. Got you. Okay. You're back.
He's writing another book.
Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. Hey,
Yeah.
you got to be honest. You know what I'm going to ask right now?
Good job, buddy. You're writing another book. That's cool. Book number 2.
That first one I've talked.
Hey, was the dude this morning? Did you listen to the show this morning? Was that dude annoyed with me?
John, you thought he was annoyed with you?
John Weiber? Yeah. Just, I don't know. Just something. He's like, he wasn't like, I don't know.
I don't know what he thought. Like, why would he tell us that he got the podcast studio and everything all set up, but then do it from his fucking porch and move around the whole time?
I don't know. I just hope I would love to have him on again. I hope he wasn't annoyed. I was hoping to learn some shit from him, but he seemed like a little annoyed.
Yeah, maybe he was like stressed. He kind of seems like he might be just having a lot going on right now, maybe.
Okay.
You know, like when people don't really seem like they're like dropping the ball on purpose, but just that they're just like overextended trying to do multiple things at one time. So you're not like, he was always communicative with us. He was always like super apologetic for like rescheduling, was telling us the different like things that he was going through to try to get it set. So
yeah,
it could just be that just a lot of shit's happening for him right now and he wants to take advantage of every opportunity, and that's tough. I get that.
Didn't sound like he wanted Canada to be the 51st state.
No. Funny. Maybe
that's
that rubbed him the wrong way.
Mason Mitchell, Christine isn't writing the fucking book.
Did she write the first one?
No. He's just saying that because she writes everyone else's book.
Talked about doing another one through the process of programming the game. So the first Constructing the CrossFit Games, it was like a journal style book where I journaled my process for programming that year's games. Every year I wanted to do it again, but I never just did it. And so this year I made a couple decisions. One, I'm going to program the teams and the individuals. So I'm going to program the games. And 2, I'm going to journal the process like I did for Constructing the CrossFit Games.
Okay, spin. There it is. He's programming teams this year. That's breaking news. I don't think he programmed them last year. I think Adrian did.
But in a, I don't know what I'm going to call it, in a new edition, in a V2, part 2, whatnot. I hope I will. I know I will because I'm talking about it. I stick with it and see it to completion. I think this accountability, saying it out loud, is going to help me accomplish that. But at first, when I started, I really wasn't excited about it and kind of regretted it. But then as soon as I started flowing with it, it actually got me really excited and motivated. And so now I'm excited about it. So thought I'd share that with you guys. All right. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, post them in the comment section and I'll try to get to them next week.
I'm a little envious. I wish I was writing a book.
You could do it. I mean, nothing's stopping you.
Well, thank you. I hate you for saying that.
I know, because that's why I laughed. He said it as if there's some sort of force.
I think he was stressed about his interview. He said it was big. Yeah, good. Okay, good.
Yeah, that could have been it.
Good.
It didn't feel like
I want him to like me. I wanted him to like me. I want him to like have fun on the show and it be chill.
Yeah. He seemed rushed.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely thought the podcast was later on in the day. Your loud fucking just woke my pregnant wife up. Oh, sorry. Now I won't get sex for another month. Sorry, dude. Longest short weekend review ever. Yep, that's true. That's Hans's fault. Behind the scenes, are episodes 1 through 5 up?
They're up.
All right. You guys, should we release episode 6 so you guys can stay up all night? No, we'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Episode 6 tomorrow.
Tuesday's a good day.
All right.
You got the performance coach
tomorrow, the guy Brennan Dorman used to be at Training Think Tank. Now with the Jesus Lovers over at Mayhem.
It'll be good. I got that dude Kai Load coming on my show tomorrow.
Oh, from Patrick Bet David's podcast. Kai Load. That's great.
Yeah, it's a good name, right?
Load. You could write so many books, your travel stories, your homeless stories, your behind the scenes stories, my behind your wife stories. All right, Ken Walters.
That
good
was
night.
good.
Love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.